Welcome back to NAAFS and the preview show to Fight Night in the Flats. For ticket sales, check out www.naafs.tv or call 330-280-8442. Well, Greg, coming back, we'd like to welcome our distinguished guest, the Meat Cleaver, none other than Forrest Petz, one of my favorite fighters in the world. Forrest, it's a pleasure to have you on the air. UFC vet, old school MMA, and as I stated before, probably one of the best guys in terms of throwing body shots in the game, and I don't mean the kind you drink tequila with your girlfriend. I'm talking about the kind you study Dimmock to perfect.
There it is, the death touch.
The death touch, man. You are probably one of the hardest hitters in the game. You like to get in that pocket and just rip. And one of the fights that comes to mind, one of my favorite fights, is the one against Dan Hardy. Let's talk about that real quick.
The fight I had against Dan Hardy was it was one of the toughest fights I've had. It's probably my toughest fight, definitely my toughest win. Even if you look at my losses, I don't think I ever got hit that hard or took that much of a beating throughout a fight.
Well, that fight was up and down the entire time. Hardy came all the way in from the UK to take that fight and has gone on and done some pretty significant things, as have you.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. You know, he's doing good in the UFC right now. Maybe one day we'll get a chance to settle it up again.
I'll tell you, if you haven't seen that fight, look it up. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not, but you got to check that fight out between Forrest Petz, Dan Hardy. One of the best I've ever seen. Let's talk about the upcoming fight, Fight Night in the Flats. You are the main event along with Tiawon Howard. Any particular strategy or preparation going into this particular fight? You
know, it's the same as always. You know, I like to bang on my feet, and Tiawon likes to do that too, so we're just going to settle it that way, hopefully. You know, if it goes to the ground, that's cool too. You know, I can fight there, but I like to stand in front of my opponent and bang it out, settle it that way.
Well, I talked to your jiu-jitsu coach, Pablo Castro, a good friend of all of ours, recent winner of the Pan Am Games out on the West Coast, phenomenal jiu-jitsu expert, and says that your game is getting as good on the ground as it is standing up, and that's a dangerous combination right there.
Yeah, Pablo showed me a lot. You know, I've been working hard on it with him. He's a great coach. You know, he's a heck of a grappler. Like I said, if it goes to the ground, I'll be able to show you that. But entertainment-wise, let's keep it on the feet and give the fans a knockout.
It's always about entertainment.
Now, I got to ask you, there seems to be a growing rivalry, at least the fans are making it out this way, between your gym, Strong Style, and Rising Dragon, Tiawon Howard's gym. Do you see it that way?
I think the only rivalry between our two gyms is between the fans of the fighters of each of our gyms. Maybe you know, the fans of some of our guys have a rivalry with the fans of some of their guys, or vice versa. But I personally don't have anything against those guys. I think they're all great fighters. You know, Torrance and Hollywood Harvey. I love watching those guys fight.
There's been some great battles between those two camps, and when we saw Torrance and Joe Highland go at it, man, I mean, that was a fantastic fight. We talked to Tiawon Howard. You know, we were cutting promo videos, and Tiawon had nothing but respect and good things to say about your camp. I think a lot of times when you need a camp that's winning, you know, there's definitely going to be some animosity and possibly some hatred toward that camp. But you know, that's life, and it's probably a good thing.
You know, we've got a couple of higher profile fighters. You know, some UFC vets and guys like that at our gym, and undefeated Joe Highland, Jessica I, and you know, when you're out there like that, people either they love you or they hate you. You know.
Well, you guys run deep. I mean, you got the you know, you got Bobish, you got Cox, you got Highland, you know, you got Jessica. You got guys coming up that people really haven't even seen on a national scene, but they're going to. You got the Russians, Vadim and Arman. I mean, these guys are tough. They're tough enough to break into the tip-top levels of this game at any time.
Yeah, the gym's stacked. You know, any day you walk in there, you know, you've got talent to work with, so it helps everybody. It makes us all better.
Now, Forrest, this is the first opportunity you have to fight in the NAAFS. Obviously, it's a great thrill for us to get a fighter of your caliber here, but it's got to be even more exciting fighting in Cleveland, your hometown.
Man, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been watching you guys down in the Flats. It's a great venue. I've never fought outside before. That's going to be awesome. And then fighting, I haven't fought in Cleveland since I fought Crazy Horse back in 05. You know,
another good fight.
Oh yeah,
tapped him with a triangle choke, I believe.
Arm triangle, yeah.
Triangle.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been watching this. I've been watching the NAAFS blow up, and I'm glad I can finally jump on board with you guys.
I'll tell you, you know, there's going to be 4,000 to 5,000 crazy NAAFS fans packed into the Nautica Stadium, and there's no better environment anywhere in the world. I said it before, it's like a bloody rock concert. I mean, these people, it's fun, it's exciting, it's intense, it's out of hand, and when you guys from Cleveland step up on this card, I mean, they go absolutely nuts. It's a great time down there in the Flats.
I got to ask you, does Is it more motivation to have the fans cheering you or booing you? It depends on who you talk to, whether...
Yeah, it's better to be cheered. You know, like I tend to, I'm a pretty even-keeled guy. You know, things like that don't usually get to me. But yeah, I mean, nobody likes everybody to boo them. Yeah, I don't care what they say. I think at the end of the day, I go out there and I fight the same way, whether people like me or whether people don't like me. But as a side, you know, benefit, it's always nice to be liked.
Well, let's talk quickly. I mean, we talked about the excitement. Let's talk about how you get there. June 6th, tickets on sale, www.naafs.tv, or call 330-280-8442. June 6th, energy, excitement, some of the best fighters in the Midwest. You don't want to miss it. For Steve Hindman, Greg Kalikas, Forrest, Petz, thanks for joining us. We'll see you at Fight Night in the Flats, June 6th.
Fight fans, don't miss the region's biggest annual MMA event, Fight Night in the Flats 5, on Saturday, June 6th at the Nautica Pavilion in Cleveland, featuring 3 UFC vets in action. Plus, meet Ultimate Fighters Jason Dent. Saturday, June 6th at the Nautica Pavilion. Tickets for Fight Night in the Flats 5 on sale now at NAAFS.tv. All about subjects to change.